See if I can manage to back this up without jackknifing horribly. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh! Sliding turn. That was good. Hello, everyone. I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to my mine here in Gold Rush. I've been working on building up some cash in between videos, so we have a little bit of money in our pocket. We have a little bit of gold to put away, too, from all this digging I've been doing over here. As you can see, I've dug out quite a bit. We actually got right down to the bottom over there, and a little bit over on this side. I've kind of been following the gold map that we did last time when we did some drilling, so I could find the key areas where there's a decent amount of gold. And we're on our 10th bucket, which will be just enough to finish out our load here. Now, conveniently, this was pretty much all the dirt that was in this one little square here that we were intending to dig out. And I had to dig a little bit extra as well. But this was all pretty highly concentrated dirt, so we should have a good amount of gold in here. Now, our drill test said there was something like 300 and some odd ounces in this square. If there is, that would definitely be the biggest cleanup I've ever had here at the Old Arnold Parcel. I kind of feel like that's... that's some terrible dumping right there. I kind of feel like that's maybe not the amount that you actually get. I don't know. Maybe it's like a guesstimate of what might be actually in the ground. Because the largest cleanup I've had here for 10 buckets of concentrate was like 130 ounces, which isn't bad. I mean, that's like 13 ounces per concentrate or per bucket. But nevertheless, to get to 300 would be pretty astounding here, I think. All right, let's leave. Let's leave our big excavator here. We've got our bucket all filled up. I'm stuck. I can't get down. Come on, let me in. Let me in, let me out. Why can't I get down? All right, this is ridiculous. Oh, this game sometimes. There are these funny little bugs still with it. All right, let's lift up the bucket. We'll turn a little bit more. Let's see if I can get out now. Show me the goods. Are you kidding me? I'm stuck on here. Well... I'm wasting fuel, and I'm stuck on the side of a excavator I can't get down from. All right, I guess we want to reset. All right, a quick little teleportation job later. We're away from our excavator, and that will give me a chance to go and finally get our gold. So, this amount of gold that we've gotten here, now we rolled it through another night, so I had to pay a percentage of gold that I'd collected already. So our gold take, I think I had 132 ounces or so, something like that. Maybe it was a little more than that. I don't remember now. But we're down now to 108 ounces in my pocket. We have a couple of employees, and I think there's actually a third employee that I saw pop up before that we can try to hire, which is good. Or actually, you know what? Maybe it's only the second employee because I lost those first two. Find out when we get back over there. Come on. There we go. This poor plant is like hovering like right on the brink of falling into that giant pit that I've created there. So it's a good thing we have an opportunity to reset this thing too, so I don't have to try to back the truck in here to haul it out. But let's get this shut down. This will probably be the last time this piece of equipment fires up the old Arnold Parcel. That's weird. How did that work? Alright, whatever. Okay, that's all shut down. Let's get in our truck here. We'll head over and do a quick little gold cleanup on these 10 buckets. Now, I have the magnetite separator, and you can run the buckets through that to try to get some magnetite, but I've kind of found that it slows down the process so much that the 10,000 that you used to get, which I think is now closer to like 8,000 or 9,000, just doesn't really feel like it's worth it to me. So I haven't really even bothered with magnetite trailer lately. I've really just been focusing on digging up more gold and trying to get more out of that because the gold collection rate is much, much better than it used to be. Hold on, we got to switch all this stuff over so I can do my cleanup. This should give me enough money, though, I think, that between the gold that we're going to be able to sell and the loan we'll be able to take out, I should have enough to be able to rent out the Nighthawk Parcel, which is really where I want to go. I need to turn this back on. Alright, that's all set. We'll get our first bucket of gold in here. So we have 108 ounces now. Let's see where we end up, I guess. Get all these buckets unloaded. Alright, our last bucket has been processed. I did make a small mistake when I was dumping them in. I dumped one of the buckets too quickly, so we lost probably one full bucket worth of gold concentrate, which really stinks. We're at 221.96 ounces, so we started off with 108. So that means we had 113 ounces across 9 buckets. If we add in, I've been getting about 13 ounces a bucket, I think, is what I kind of average there. So if or on that last bucket anyway. So if I add in another 13, up was like 130, so about 13 ounces a bucket. So that actually that worked out all right. I mean, it wasn't fantastic gold, but it was actually pretty good. This is all done now. Let's shut this down for the last time here. We have 222 ounces now. That last worker I did hire, the one that was waiting, and it was actually the third, so that's good. Okay, so they're producing gold for me now, too. Not at a really huge rate or anything, but at least it's something. Let's get down here. I'm going to disconnect the mobile wash plant. We're going to take it into town with us. First things first, we want to go melt down our gold. We'll sell that off at the bank so we have a bunch of cash. We'll grab the biggest loan we can snag. We're going to rent out the Nighthawk Parcel. And then we'll head over to the Nighthawk Parcel. But it's going to take a few trips. So I kind of thought it would be a good idea to bring one of the trailer pieces with me. This first time round, so that I don't have to make an extra trip back here just to get that. So we're going to take that out of here. I should probably actually load up the truck, too. It'll save me maybe one trip back. Oh, don't fall in the pit. As long as things are connected, like the power line or the hoses or whatever, these things don't really move. But as soon as you disconnect them, they become free agents again. They can get knocked around or roll or whatever. All right, we'll leave that there. Okay. I don't want to super overload the truck because I always have stuff falling out. Let's go over here, and if we look in the map, we can find our little mobile wash plant here. And we restore that. That'll send it over where the truck is, and then I don't have to do that. We'll grab this and restore it. This one is the small excavator. We want the large one. We're going to restore that. We'll move it over there. Actually, it doesn't really matter for the excavator because we're going to ship it. You know what? Let's just restore everything. Might as well get it all in the same place, so at least we know where it is. I'm done. I could probably do the same with myself, too, and save a little travel time, but I want to carry some things. Okay, so, we dug out a fairly big-sized pit here, but we didn't quite get all the way down to bedrock over there, but we didn't really need to based on where the gold was located. Over here, we cleaned things right down to the bone. It's a good haul. I'm ready to move on, though. I'm getting a little tired of being in the Arnold Parcel. We got out of here before... and moved on to Pine Valley, and then kind of got stuck coming back here for Season 2, so it'll be nice to move on and get to some brand new territory. Okay, I've got the truck loaded up with a few items, just some hoses, water pump, power generator, that kind of stuff. We actually have enough that they're basically to make this mobile wash plant work. We don't have any buckets or anything, but we gotta come back to get those anyway. But this will at least let me get some chunk of stuff out of here in our first load. We have the fuel trailer we have to bring as well, so it's going to be a couple trips getting back and forth between the different parcels. I guess that's okay, though. We're moving on to bigger times. We're going to find some more gold over in the Nighthawk Valley, I'm sure of it. I do know that it's supposed to be the place that has the highest concentration of gold. At least that's what the description says. Maybe that's a sales pitch, I don't know. But I have a feeling that we're going to do really well picking up some gold over there. And, man, this mobile wash plant seems a lot heavier than it was before. It's taking a lot to pull it up the hill. All right, I made a pit stop at the blacksmith shop. Got our gold bar all melted down, and let's get that sold off. And then go heavily into debt so we can go over to that new parcel. Now, I guess if I was playing this game just, sitting around playing it myself, probably would approach this a little bit differently. I might maybe go and buy a different parcel so they can produce the cash that I need, because that 45% that's going to take, well, $312,000 we have now. That's good. That's a good start. When we go over to the Nighthawk Parcel, it's like a 45% additional provision of rent. So we have to give up 45% of the gold we pull out of the ground, or the dollar value of it if we sell the gold. So, obviously, that's a pretty serious chunk. I mean, we're going to need to get a lot of gold to get ahead of that 45%. Now, if we could just buy it outright for $2.4 million, that'd be another matter. But we can't really do that because we don't have enough money. So, $312,601 we have. What's our maximum loan amount we can get? $868,000. I think I'm going to take out the maximum loan. I think. We'll set this at the longest installment possible. I know it's going to cost me extra money in interest, but it's already going to be costing me $18,000 a day. Daily charges. I mean, we could set this a little bit lower, but my daily charge cost goes up. I don't care about saving the interest so much. It's just a game. It's not real money. But this at least give me the liquidity to make sure that I can pay for everything, because I don't want to go into the negative. So we'll take that loan. That gets me over $1 million, $1,180,000. So we can finally rent out the new Nighthawk Valley. That's pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna rent this. Oh, it's gonna hurt. It's rented, and we're gonna need to pay for some upgrades now. The mobile wash plant itself doesn't count. However, we're gonna need an excavator, which is one machine. We have one there now, and I want the drilling machine there, so that's at least 2. So I should upgrade this at least once. You know, I'm gonna go twice just in case. I feel like we're gonna want to bring more machines in eventually. Probably not another excavator, because the one we have is fine, but like a front-end loader maybe. As we start to move into the Tier 3 stuff, we're going to need some more there for that anyway. So that's all set. $375,601 we have left. Out of that, there's going to be probably $40,000 that's going to disappear for our final payment. Our final loan payment for the Arnold Parcel. Oh, boy. I wonder how that works for the Old Arnold Parcel. So I'm not going to be taking any more gold out of the ground. Do I still have to give them 30% of the gold they take from somewhere else? I would assume not. Kind of a weird setup, but you can't unrent it. Nevertheless, we do have 3 employees that are going to be working over there. They'll make a little bit of extra money for us. Let's head over to our new parcel. So the Nighthawk Valley is way up here on the... Sorry, the Nighthawk Parcel, I guess, is way up here on the northwest corner of things. 4-finger sawmill. That says a lot about the skill of the person using it, I guess. So we're going to go out of town past the gas station. There is actually a shortcut that cuts through here because this is actually closed off for some reason. But we'll cut through that shortcut, past the hotel where we slept at to get to Season 2. Head north across the bridge over the Alaskan River, past the sawmill, and that'll take us to our new parcel. Oh, this bridge looks a little nicer to cross than the one we had to cross to get to the Pine Valley Lodge, or claim, rather. Oh, cool. It's like there's another, like, bridge or something over this, like a highway, I guess, almost. So there is I wonder if they're going to add more to this, because there is another way that the road can go, but they just have it sort of blocked off, like, do not enter it. Maybe that's just the way they're going to create a boundary for the total of the game, but I'm very curious to see whether they continue to add in other claims. And in particular, ones that maybe we actually have to get a bulldozer in order to clean the overburden off. All right, so here's the 4-finger sawmill. And the sign does not disappoint. Clearly, he's missing his thumb. Can't imagine how that happened. Okay, where's the Nighthawk claim? What's this? Nighthawk to the left. All right. Okay, we made it to the new claim. They made this a really, like, switchback entrance. You gotta kind of maneuver through it. Man, look how... Why would they put a rock, like, right there at the point you have to drive in? It's almost like they want to make sure you can't drive bigger equipment here on your own, and you have to make sure that you ship it. Instead of just taking the excruciatingly long time to drive it over, but whatever. We got to the claim anyway. Now this one on the map looks like it's pretty large, and like we might have a lot to kind of clean out. Oh, bouncing her all over the place. I wonder what's across there on the left. Maybe we'll go take a... Oh, there's nothing. It's all closed off. All right. Okay, so here's our claim, and it looks like there is a lot. There's a lot of dirt to be dug up here. I'm looking for the gold tent where we can kind of park this up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought. Normally your gold cleanup tent is like up top here somewhere, but I'm not taking a car down here. That's ridiculous. Holy, look at the amount of pay dirt in order for us to mine this thing up. And it looks like our tier 3 setup is way across the way. Is there more than one way around this claim? I might have to just cut straight across the pay dirt, I guess. These things are looking really far over there. Maybe there was an opportunity to turn right back there that I missed, and I could have skirted around the edge. Maybe we'll go back and take a look at that. See if I can manage to back this up without jackknifing horribly. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh! Sliding turn. That was good. We're fine. We got it turned around. Okay, over here... Oh, actually, just this roadway right here kind of switches back. All right, I think we can take this around. We'll go over by the Tier 3 setup over there, and that might give us quick access to the tent, because we're going to need to place some orders on the computer. I'm going to make differential go in here. Gonna need to place some orders on our little tablet or computer, whatever it is, to ship over our new, well, not our new equipment, but our old equipment from the other claim and get it over here so we can make use of it. I can't get over the size of this claim. On the map, it looks like it's basically as big as the other ones. There is a ton of pay dirt here. Okay, there's the gold cleanup tent. Maybe gonna drive down here, look for access to. You know what? I'm gonna ditch my stuff here for now, because I want to do some drill holes to kind of figure out where exactly we want to set up our initial plant location. So let's dump this here. Get all this junk unloaded. Hopefully it doesn't fall through the ground the way it did when I was at Pine Valley. All right, the truck's unloaded. Let's see about moving some of our equipment over here. We're gonna need the excavator and the drill machine at a bare minimum. So go into transports. Okay, we're gonna take. I guess I have to move them into the storage space first. Oh no, I can go straight to Nighthawk Valley. There we go. Okay, so we'll take our drilling machine, move that over, and I want the big excavator. We'll send that over. I'm not gonna have enough money to do a tier 3 setup right away. I mean, it might be close, but I gotta go price things out again and see what they look like now with the adjusted pricing. But we have 372,000, so I mean, I probably could buy a few things. But for now, I'm gonna focus on using our existing machinery. We'll take maybe at least 1 or 2 hauls of gold out of the ground to help fund our operation, and that will let us move into some more of our tier 3 equipment. But over here we have our drilling machine that I just brought over. Hey, it dumps in a pretty small space. Oh, okay, there's like our storage space down here, so this is good. I can put all of our extra items in here and kind of keep tabs on those. Hogband dig site is off this way. Gold recovery tent is that way. Okay, is it a shortcut? Oh, it is a shortcut. I didn't have to walk all the way around. All right, over here is the hog panning area. Right next to the gold recovery tent, I guess. Where do we have water? We have a little stream down there we can work with. This map, I think, shows that there's a couple of water. Yeah, there's at least 3 water places on this particular claim, which is good because it's huge. Otherwise, we'd have to run hoses like all over the place. Well, let's get our drilling machine out, get onto that pay dirt, and start to figure out where we can find some decent gold. Now, we may not hit the most expensive or the highest concentrated gold right off the bat, because we have to kind of experiment by drilling a bunch of holes. But at least if we can find something that's a decently good concentration. Ideally something that's higher than what we would get at the Old Arnold Parcel. That'll at least give us a good start. Here's the tier 3 setup here down here that we'll set up. So I'm thinking I'm going to want to leave the soil that's near the tier 3 plant over here. I don't want to dig that out with the excavator, because if I do that, I'm basically taking away easy access gold that I could be loading up with the front end loader that will go a lot faster than the excavator. So we're going to want to move out maybe a little distance here, somewhere that's a little bit more in the middle of our parcel. Take some samples out here that we might be able to work with. It's all like a very low lying ground here that might be good. All right, I'm gonna drill a bunch of spots here, and we'll see what we end up with, and find out if there's something that's usable here that's good for drilling, or good for digging rather. Well, I've just run out of fuel with my drill. I did do a whole bunch of samples trying to pinpoint where we might find some gold in this new parcel. And it's actually a really good thing we have the drill, because as you can see, all these sections that I drilled in the middle, they really had no gold at all. Nothing that was worth mentioning. I mean, the whole top part of the year is just like nothing. And then down below that, we're getting highest concentration is like 1.28 there, 0.21, 0.23, like it's awful. But I did find a couple of spots that had some gold for us, which look pretty promising. So up in this quadrant, there's a little bit here in this section. I need to do most of the drill samples around it, trying to figure out if there's a better concentration. But this one here, there's a nice little cross pattern here in the middle that has a good concentration of gold. So the highest concentration we were seeing on the Arnold Parcel was like 2.2 ounces per meter cubed. And here we're getting up to 6.61, 6.11 there, 6.88. This one's right at the edge, so it's very, very shallow. But even that little amount has 2.81 ounces, 5.79. It's not bad overall. I mean, looking at the distribution, well, that's funny. This one didn't really give me anything. Look at the distribution. We've got a good place here that we can do our first dig with our mobile wash plant. Now, I did also find some gold down at this end of things, on both ends. I haven't really checked a whole lot in the middle yet. I still want to do some drill spots in here to try to find something. We might do some more drilling down in this space to see if there's anything down here we can find, but things are not looking super promising over in this, this quadrant, and this whole middle portion of the parcel is really kind of empty. It's a very good thing we have that drill, though, because if I had just like dropped my mobile wash plant in here and started digging, we could have done a lot of work and come up with basically no gold. So yeah, definitely prospecting is a big thing now, and it's going to be really important. There's a pretty good 2,738 ounces in this section. 2,910. Like, that's a good chunk of gold right there. Some of the high concentration parts we found in the Arnold Parcel, and actually it goes like 11 meters deep too. We were finding gold concentrations where it was like 300 and some odd ounces in the tiles, so that's a dramatic improvement. This is where we're gonna do our first dig. I have a lot of moving to do to try to bring everything over to our new claim and get set up there. So I think I'm going to go take care of that in between videos, and when we come back, we'll get to work digging on that section over there and try to see what kind of cool gold we can pull out of the ground. It is nice to finally move up to a new claim again. Next, we need to work on getting some more gold to put some more money in our pocket so we can get our tier 3 plant set up. We'll dig out this whole like back end of the claim. It's interesting, when the game started before, you just sort of picked a spot and went to it, and then sort of hope for the best in terms of the gold, and I think it was all relatively evenly distributed. But now there's definitely some clear pockets in the ground that you have to pay attention to if you're going to make any money. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the video. Come back next time, we'll do some digging for some gold here at the Nighthawk Claim. See how rich we can get off it. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.